1 hour to become the person who always has an incredible fact ready to drop. This is wild. If you're hooked already, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Let's get into it. Here's something birds figured out before most people. The green heron uses pieces of bread as bait to lure fish, just like human anglers do. It knows bread floats, attracts fish, and strikes at exactly the right moment. It's one of the most impressive examples of intelligence and adaptation in the animal kingdom. Think Oreos are just cookies? To celebrate the 35th anniversary of Super Mario Bros., Oreo released a special edition featuring mushrooms, stars, and the iconic Mario embossed on each cookie. They even included a QR code that unlocked an online minigame, bringing generations of gamers and cookie lovers together. What if blue eyes aren't actually blue? Their color is an optical illusion caused by Rayleigh scattering, the same effect that makes the sky look blue. Because the iris contains very little melanin, light scatters in a way that creates a blue appearance, even though there's no blue pigment at all. These shoes look straight out of science fiction. Innovative motorized shoes let you walk at about 7 miles per hour without extra effort. Smart sensors and powered wheels automatically match your stride, while an automatic braking system detects obstacles. They're built to make long city walks feel effortless. Sports broadcasts just leveled up. During the Women's Rugby World Cup in the year 2025, drones captured plays from breathtaking angles impossible for the human eye. The result was a whole new way to experience the action on the field. Finding a vein just got a lot easier. Devices like the AccuVein, along with its competitor Vein Viewer, project a real-time map of your veins onto your skin using infrared light. That helps doctors draw blood or insert IVs more accurately, especially for children, older adults, and patients with hard-to-find veins. What if dolphin shows didn't need real dolphins? A company built an incredibly lifelike animatronic dolphin that mimics swimming, breathing, and floating with astonishing realism. It offers an ethical alternative to marine animal performances without capturing or training live dolphins. Some cities are bigger than countries. Chongqing, China, is home to more than 30 million people, giving it a population larger than many entire nations. It's administered as its own province-level municipality and is famous for towering skyscrapers, dramatic mountain scenery, and its legendary spicy cuisine. The future of transportation is taking off. Dubai is introducing electric flying taxis powered by artificial intelligence. They can carry up to 2 passengers at speeds of about 75 miles per hour, helping reduce traffic while combining futuristic design with cleaner technology. Tiny backpacks are changing agriculture. Researchers at the University of Washington develop miniature smart backpacks that can be safely placed on bees. Equipped with microchips and sensors, they track the bees in real time to map farmland and improve pollination, helping protect biodiversity around the world. One of the world's favorite foods had humble beginnings. Modern pizza was born in Naples, Italy, during the 18th century as food for the poor, made with bread, tomatoes, and olive oil. In the year 1889, the margherita pizza was created to honor the Queen using mozzarella, basil, and tomatoes to represent the colors of the Italian flag. Imagine surfing, but with a kite pulling you. Kite surfing blends surfing, paragliding, and wakeboarding into one thrilling sport. Riders use a board and a giant kite to race across the water, launching into spectacular jumps and tricks. It demands skill, balance, and total control of the wind. This looks like Venom came to life. An engineer created a real suit inspired by Venom that reacts to ferrofluid, a magnetic liquid that changes shape and appearance when exposed to electromagnetic fields. The result mimics the movement of the comic book symbiote, blending science, art, and superhero passion. Your phone might know how you're feeling. Some artificial intelligence apps analyze your typing patterns, writing style, and voice to detect your emotional state. Some even recommend changes to your digital environment to improve your well-being, opening new possibilities for mental health support. Sometimes tension creates movie magic. During the filming of Dirty Dancing in the year 1987, Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey. Ironically, that same tension gave their characters unforgettable chemistry, helping make the film one of cinema's greatest classics. Walking again is becoming reality. An advanced robotic exoskeleton was designed to help people with paralysis regain mobility. Lightweight and highly precise, it uses sophisticated algorithms to support the spine and legs, allowing movements that feel remarkably natural. The operating room is getting smarter. In Japan, engineers developed a robot capable of performing highly precise surgical tasks autonomously while assisting surgeons during complex procedures. It analyzes medical images in real time and makes incredibly accurate incisions, opening exciting new possibilities for minimally invasive surgery. Some schools travel by boat. Since the year 2002, the Shidhulai Swanarvar Sangstha organization in Bangladesh has operated a fleet of solar-powered boats that serve as floating schools and libraries. During monsoon floods, they bring books and education directly to isolated villages, helping thousands of children stay connected to learning. Nature can turn cars into ice sculptures. During a voyage from South Korea to Vladivostok, Russia, vehicles aboard a ship were covered in massive layers of ice, after temperatures in the Sea of Japan dropped to about 22 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit. Viral photos showed cars frozen beyond recognition. This roller coaster feels like driving a Formula One car. Ferrari Land's Red Force launches riders to about 112 miles per hour in just 5 seconds, recreating the intense G-forces experienced by professional drivers. It's one of Europe's most adrenaline-packed attractions. This motorcycle doesn't just ride, it flies. The LMV 496 is a hybrid motorcycle that transforms into a drone at the push of a button. Its wheels fold away, propellers deploy, and it lifts into the air, offering a bold vision of personal transportation for the future. Before Hollywood, there was hockey. Keanu Reeves was once a promising ice hockey player in Canada, but serious injuries ended his athletic dreams. That unexpected turn led him into acting, where he became one of Hollywood's most respected and beloved stars. Ready for one of the biggest swings on Earth? The Nevis Swing in New Zealand's Nevis Valley is the tallest swing in the world, suspended about 440 feet above the ground. It accelerates to roughly 62 miles per hour in about a second, delivering an unforgettable rush. This dog looks like it escaped a cartoon. A real Cavapoo, a mix between a poodle and a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, has white fur and black ears that make it look almost identical to Snoopy. Its owner shares videos online where thousands of people can't get enough of its adorable appearance. Night vision has reached another level. American soldiers use military vision goggles that combine thermal imaging with white phosphor technology, allowing them to see in darkness, almost as if it were daylight. They can also detect distant objects, giving troops a crucial advantage in low visibility situations. Bigger doesn't always mean busier. King Fahd International Airport in Saudi Arabia is the largest airport in the world by land area, covering more space than several small countries. It doesn't handle the most passengers. That title belongs to Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson Airport, but its sheer scale is astonishing. Here's one way to cool off after an argument. In Italy, a man walked about 280 miles after a fight with his wife to clear his head. The journey lasted 2 weeks. When police finally found him exhausted, he admitted the long walk gave him time to deeply reflect on his life. Coffee with eggs? It actually exists. Hanoi, Vietnam is famous for egg coffee, made by whipping egg yolks with sweetened condensed milk, sugar, and strong coffee into a rich, creamy drink. It was invented during a milk shortage when eggs became the perfect substitute. These bike tires are practically indestructible. Built using technology developed by NASA for lunar and Mars missions, they never need air and can't go flat thanks to shape memory metal. They automatically adapt to rough terrain, delivering incredible performance in extreme conditions. Here's a metal that breaks your expectations. Mercury is so dense that some heavy objects can float on its surface instead of sinking. Because it stays liquid at room temperature, it has unique physical properties that continue to help scientists better understand the behavior of metals. Chocolate is a treat for us, but a danger for dogs. The reason is theobromine, a caffeine-like compound that dogs can't process efficiently. Even small amounts can cause vomiting, seizures, or even death, which is why chocolate should never be given to any dog. This Jeep looks impossible. At Morocco's National Automobile Museum, you'll find a Jeep Wrangler that's been cut apart and rebuilt using only its outer halves, creating an incredibly narrow vehicle with room for just one person. It's both functional and one of the museum's most fascinating attractions. This swing creates its own waterfall. Deus Ex Machina is an 18-foot-tall swing that activates solenoids as it moves, releasing a carefully controlled cascade of water. The system filters and recycles the water, creating a stunning, interactive experience without wasting natural resources. Sometimes amber preserves history better than stone. In the year 2016, scientists discovered a 99-million-year-old dinosaur tail preserved in amber in Myanmar. Covered in delicate feathers, it belonged to a theropod dinosaur and provided powerful evidence that many dinosaurs had bird-like feathers. Shopping just got more comfortable. Some malls in China feature husband pods, private lounges with comfortable chairs, air conditioning, video game consoles, and Wi-Fi where men can relax while their partners shop. The idea reduces shopping fatigue, though it has also sparked debate about gender stereotypes. This fungus turns insects into zombies. Cordyceps infects insects, takes control of their bodies, and uses them to spread spores from strategic locations. A study released in the year 2025 suggested it could also help create biological insecticides, reducing the need for harmful chemicals. This might be the world's tiniest TV. A Simpsons fan built a miniature television just under ½ an inch wide using a 3-dimensional printer. It actually plays real episodes of the show using a Raspberry Pi, complete with a working screen, speakers, and the classic purple TV design from the early seasons. Dogs understand us better than almost any other animal. They can naturally interpret human gestures, like pointing with a finger, in ways no other species can match. Centuries of domestication shape this remarkable ability, making dogs invaluable companions for hunting, guarding, and rescue missions. This restaurant is unlike anything you've seen. Modern Toilet Restaurant in Taipei, Taiwan, is built entirely around a bathroom theme. Guests sit on toilets, eat from toilet-shaped dishes, and enjoy meals served in miniature toilet bowls, creating one of the most unusual dining experiences anywhere. Meet one of the world's oldest dog breeds. The Xoloitzcuintli, also known as the Mexican hairless dog, comes in both hairless and coated varieties. Revered by the Aztecs, it has a history stretching back thousands of years. Hairless dogs need extra protection from the sun, but both types are intelligent, loyal companions. When night falls, Brisbane lights up. A spectacular laser show over Australia's Brisbane River transforms the sky with brilliant colors and geometric patterns for about 10 minutes during festival season. It's become one of the region's most unforgettable visual events. Here's a statistic that's hard to believe. Every year, the world wastes nearly 1 billion metric tons of food. Households account for the largest share, followed by restaurants and major retailers. The economic and environmental impact is enormous, especially while millions of people still face hunger every day. Ball lightning appears as glowing spheres during thunderstorms, but scientists still don't fully understand what causes it. Viral videos seem to show these strange lights drifting across railroad tracks, while experts continue searching for the physics behind one of the rarest weather phenomena on Earth. Pheasant Island, sitting in the Betasoa River, actually changes hands every 6 months. Half the year it belongs to France, the other half to Spain, all thanks to a treaty signed back in 1659. It's the only place on Earth with this kind of arrangement, and that odd little quirk of history turns it into a genuinely fascinating border destination. Ever heard of shoe plank racing? It's a sport straight out of southern China, born from ancient military training drills. Racers strap into oversized shoes mounted on a single plank and have to move in perfect sync just to stay upright. It takes serious coordination and teamwork, and over the years it's grown into a beloved regional pastime. China just built a humanoid robot that can swap out its own batteries, completely on its own, no human help required. Designed for device maintenance, it's a genuine leap forward for robotics and AI. Self-sufficient machines like this one could completely reshape how we interact with everyday technology. Artistic cycling is basically gymnastics on two wheels. Riders pull off jumps, spins, and intricate routines while keeping total control of the bike the entire time. It demands intense focus, coordination, and elite-level physical skill. Athletes perform in front of judges and crowds who reward both flawless technique and pure artistic flair. Meet the Nubai, a bike with no chain at all. Instead, riders pedal vertically using a completely new mechanism. Less maintenance, more energy efficiency, and it works out more muscle groups at once. At around $3,000, it blends cutting-edge engineering with a genuinely unique workout. Mirage Gestad is a jaw-dropping art installation by American artist Doug Aitken, built into the Swiss Alps. The house-shaped structure is completely covered in mirrors that reflect the landscape around it. In winter, it vanishes into the snow. In spring, it glows green with the surrounding mountains. A perfect, fascinating fusion with nature. In Tokyo, there's a restaurant where your sushi comes off a 3D printer. It's called Sushi Singularity, and before you even sit down, you have to submit your biometric data so every piece gets personalized to your health and taste. It's a wildly futuristic spin on one of Japan's oldest culinary traditions. The soap mask, dreamed up by Creative Lab Aerosoap, is exactly what it sounds like, a mask made of soap. It offers zero real protection, but blow through it and it turns into a floating cloud of bubbles. Born as a quirky way to break the monotony of lockdown, it turns your face into a literal bubble machine. The proboscis monkey, native to Southeast Asia, is famous for one thing: its huge, fleshy nose. And that nose isn't just for show. Males with bigger noses can make louder calls, which helps them attract mates and defend their turf. It's a wild evolutionary trait scientists are still studying today. In Dubai, a designer unveiled a wedding cake worth over $1 million. It depicted an Arab bride and was covered in diamonds and fully edible flowers. Part dessert, part masterpiece, it stood as a pure symbol of the extreme luxury Dubai is known for. Airports across the US have started installing interactive machines that teach CPR in just 5 minutes. Built to boost public awareness around cardiac emergencies, they let anyone learn life-saving basics on the spot. It's proof that even a public space like an airport can be turned into somewhere genuinely safer. A Berlin art collective called Raubdruckerin had a wild idea: turn manhole covers into printing plates. Those everyday, purely functional slabs of metal became tools for stamping intricate designs onto t-shirts. It's a clever nudge to rethink recycling, and a reminder that anything ordinary can become extraordinary. Japan has capsule hotels for cats. Pets get to relax in cozy little beds and enjoy playtime while their owners are away traveling. It's a service built entirely around feline comfort, and it says a lot about Japan's deep, almost obsessive love for its animal companions. A microscopic Bible was never meant to be read. It was built purely as a feat of engineering, and today it sits in museums as this strange, beautiful mix of art, science, and faith. It's a stunning example of just how far miniaturization technology can go. Back in 2019, Egypt hosted an iftar dinner that stretched almost 2 miles long. Over 6,000 people showed up to break their Ramadan fast together, and the whole thing was designed to snag the world record for the longest iftar table ever. A massive, symbolic celebration of community and unity. Ever seen a transparent French fry? Here's how it's made. The flavor gets extracted straight from real potatoes and mixed into a gel, which then gets fried in oil. What comes out looks like glass but tastes exactly like classic fries. A snack that messes with your eyes just as much as your taste buds. When your dog curls up by your feet, it's not just about comfort, it's about connection. That instinct comes from wanting to stay close to the protector of the pack. Sleeping near your feet gives your dog warmth and companionship, and honestly, it's good for both of you. A truck driver in China found himself in a nightmare scenario. His pine oil cargo caught fire mid-drive. Without hesitation, he steered the burning truck straight to the nearest fire station. That split-second decision protected everyone nearby and saved his own life. Firefighters put out the blaze fast, all thanks to one gutsy call. On the Greek island of Thassos sit some of the oldest, purest white marble quarries on Earth. Ancient Greeks were already mining this stone, and it's the same marble used to build the Parthenon. Today, it's still exported worldwide for statues and major works of art. D30 is a material that sounds like science fiction. Soft and flexible until impact. When it instantly hardens to absorb the blow, no bulky padding required. It's already showing up in sports gear, protective clothing, and wearable tech. Anywhere safety and comfort need to coexist. Meet the Paint Cam Eve, a security camera with an AI twist. It recognizes faces and fires paintballs at intruders to scare them off. No serious harm done. Add night vision and facial recognition into the mix, and you've got a creative, non-lethal alternative that's catching on fast for homes and businesses. The Game Boy printer let you print real photos straight from your Game Boy camera instantly. The image quality wasn't great, but it was one of the earliest attempts at merging gaming with portable photography. Today, it's a prized collector's item among retro gaming fans. Ferrofluid clocks use magnetic particles suspended in liquid that react to magnetic fields in real time. Those particles shape themselves into flowing numbers to tell the time. The result is this hypnotic, ever-shifting visual, turning something as simple as checking the clock into a tiny piece of tech theater. In Oaxaca, Mexico, 30 people got symbolically married to trees. It was a protest against deforestation, organized by Peruvian environmentalist Richard Torres to raise awareness about protecting forests. International media picked it up fast, sparking a much bigger conversation about the future of our ecosystems. Drop a gummy bear into potassium chloride and watch what happens. The chemical reacts violently with the sugar and other ingredients, completely transforming its texture. It's a simple experiment, but the result is genuinely shocking and a fun, hands-on way to see chemistry in action. In Japan, the Henna Hotel is staffed entirely by humanoid robots. Since 2015, it's used AI to fully automate everything. Check-in, room service, even cleaning. It's a glimpse at how automation could reshape hospitality with barely any human staff at all. Ligari specializes in epoxy, resin, and their kits let anyone create show-stopping decorative surfaces, from floors to countertops. Some artists even use it to build underwater oasis scenes with color, texture, and submerged objects. It turns any surface into a genuinely one-of-a-kind piece of functional art. The Apple Liquid Glass 2030 concept imagines a whole new kind of interface, ultra-durable, tactile surfaces that behave like liquid glass. Inspired by systems like iOS 26, it promises tougher screens, more precise touch response, and a look that feels straight out of the future. The Hyundai Tiger is an unmanned autonomous vehicle built for extreme terrain. Think Mars-level extreme. It can roll and walk, adapting to whatever ground it's on. Packed with advanced sensors, it navigates without any human input, paving the way for future missions on planets we can't reach with regular vehicles. Did you know Squid Game was originally planned as a one-season show? It blew up so hard that Netflix ordered 2 more seasons on the spot. Creator Hwang Dong-hyuk had just 6 months to write and shoot the follow-up. Wild to think one of the most watched shows on the planet almost ended after a single run. The UAE-1 is a luxury mega yacht inspired by aircraft carriers, built for the Sheikh of the United Arab Emirates. Loaded with advanced tech and an efficient propulsion system built for extreme conditions, it delivers every comfort imaginable on board. It's a floating symbol of power, sophistication, and top-tier naval engineering. In Amsterdam, there's a cat named Nemus who wears his own tiny police vest for safety. He's become a social media sensation thanks to his adorable look and that one-of-a-kind accessory. This little feline with big personality has charmed people all over the world with his unmistakable style. Bosnian artist Jasenko Dordovic turns pencils into miniature masterpieces. We're talking tiny buildings and everyday objects carved with jaw-dropping precision, requiring insane patience. He transforms ordinary wooden pencils into genuine works of art, all at an impossibly small scale. Dubai lit up its night sky with something wild. Projections of Mars beamed straight into the atmosphere using advanced tech. Locals and tourists got to experience the red planet in a whole new way, a striking reminder of just how far humanity has pushed the boundaries of space exploration. American athlete Christopher Spell just broke the world record for the highest vertical jump ever recorded by a human, clearing 5 feet 7 inches using nothing but raw leg power. No equipment, no gimmicks, just pure muscle. It's inspiring people everywhere to push past their own limits. The asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter sounds terrifying, but it's mostly empty space. Sure, it holds millions of asteroids, but they're spread so far apart that collisions are almost impossible. In Japan, there's a service called Debukari where you can literally rent an overweight person for events, challenges, all kinds of activities. It sparked plenty of controversy, but it's also opened up a bigger conversation about body image, stereotypes, and what real inclusion looks like in modern Japanese society. Across China, cafes are popping up where the barista is a robot. Precision sensors and mechanical arms brew your coffee to the exact same standard every single time, fully customized to your taste. It's a clear sign of just how deep automation is reaching into the food and beverage world. Butter sculpting started in the Middle Ages, when monks carved religious figures out of it. Today, it's a full-blown culinary art form, showing up at fairs and festivals worldwide. The Citroen Skate rides on spherical wheels with built-in motors, letting it move in any direction at speeds up to 15 miles per hour. It's part of a bigger push toward autonomous urban vehicles, aiming to cut down traffic and make transportation smoother in the world's most congested cities. The Matrix Vita keyboard comes with a tiny screen in the top right corner where you can display any GIF or custom image you want. Throw in RGB backlighting and fully customizable keys, and you've got the ultimate setup for gamers and professionals who want to push desk personalization to the max. German engineering company Festo built a robotic bee called the Bionic Bee, and it can fly in autonomous swarms, mimicking real bee behavior down to the last detail. This tech could be a game changer for artificial pollination, offering a real solution to the alarming worldwide decline in natural bee populations. Those squishy, water-filled piggy toys? They're made from silicone or gel, prized for their soft texture and instant stress relief. One squeeze and you get pure satisfaction. Loved by kids and adults alike, they've become a go-to tool for everyday stress relief and a huge hit in online stores. A kite surfer in Brazil pulled off a jump over what looks like an island, but is actually a peninsula about 420 feet wide. With enough wind, kite surfers can clear even bigger stretches than that. This extreme sport blends raw physical skill with the sheer power of the wind for an experience you can only get out on the open ocean. Projections in the Forest is a video mapping project that turns a real forest in Brazil into something out of a dream, a fully bioluminescent landscape created entirely with digital projections onto real plants and fungi. It transforms the forest into a living canvas of light and color, a magical, one-of-a-kind experience for anyone who walks through it at night. A levitating clock uses magnets, sensors, and digital components to create a floating sphere that ticks off the seconds in midair. It's not just a clock, it's a piece of tech art that plays with gravity and magnetism, constantly amazing anyone who watches its strange, endless motion. Turns out, Coca-Cola can strip rust off metal. That's thanks to the phosphoric acid in its formula. Surprisingly, it can remove corrosion without wrecking your stomach in moderate amounts. But drink too much of it, and the long-term effects on your teeth and digestion are well documented and not good. Maurice Tillett was a professional wrestler who had acromegaly, a condition that causes abnormal bone growth. His unusual look and massive size made him a star in the 1940s under the ring name, the French Angel, even though he also faced plenty of social rejection. Instead of hiding, he became a legend of the ring, and many believe his face was the inspiration for Shrek. One artist decided to throw out the rulebook and started painting using a puppet. With every brushstroke, the puppet dances and comes alive, turning the whole painting process into a live performance. It's a mix of precision, creativity, and split-second choreography, resulting in expressive art and a theatrical experience that completely captivates any audience watching. Yuko is a traditional Korean dish made from raw lean beef, fresh egg yolk, soy sauce, sesame oil, garlic, and ginger, all served cold. It's prepared with real delicacy, designed to highlight just how fresh the ingredients are, and it's a favorite among locals and curious travelers alike. Veterinarian Chloe Whiting came up with a genius trick, strapping an Apple Watch to a lion's tongue to track its heart rate with precision. The method turned out to be a completely non-invasive way to monitor the animal's health, a clever use of everyday tech for keeping tabs on wild animals. Nathan Sawaya holds the world's largest Lego art exhibit, featuring over 100 pieces. His most iconic sculpture, called Yellow, shows a human figure cracking open its own chest, with yellow bricks spilling out. It's been displayed in museums around the world and shows just how powerful Lego can be as an artistic medium. Some makeup artists can create mind-bending optical illusions right on skin, like three-dimensional cuts or gaping holes, using nothing but shading techniques. No digital effects at all. These pieces are so detailed they trick the eye completely, looking painfully real even though they're entirely hand-painted. Some designers make dresses out of balloons. It's called balloonology, and it's used in runway shows and temporary art installations. These dresses are incredibly creative but don't last long at all, more visual art and entertainment than practical fashion. Still, they mesmerize everyone who sees them on the runway. King Koi Coffee Garden offers a dining experience like no other. Guests eat their meals surrounded by over 3,000 koi fish. Known as symbols of good luck and prosperity, the fish glide by while visitors dine in a completely calm, harmonious setting. It's a hotspot known for both its food and its unforgettable atmosphere. After 22 years in the NBA, LeBron James's feet tell a whole story. Calluses, deformities, structural wear you wouldn't believe. And yet at 40 years old, he's still an elite athlete despite all that damage. His longevity in the most demanding sport on the planet is a testament to relentless discipline and non-stop physical maintenance. In the year 2010, Perry Watkins built a vehicle shaped like a full dining set, and it hit a top speed of 114 miles per hour, earning a Guinness World Record as the fastest piece of furniture on Earth. This bizarre invention proves that creativity really has no limits. Airspeeder is a futuristic racing series featuring electric flying cars that hit crazy speeds while flying just 30 feet off the ground. Built with cutting-edge tech by Alauda Aeronautics, these vehicles race on custom-built tracks, promising to reshape not just racing, but the entire future of urban mobility. Did you know your phone is dirtier than a public toilet? Smartphones can carry up to 10 times more bacteria than a toilet seat, mostly because we're constantly touching them with unwashed hands. A solid reminder to clean your phone regularly if you want to avoid spreading potentially dangerous germs. In Norway, there's a 12th century wooden church called a stave church that blends Christian architecture with Viking-era details. Its steep, pointed roofs and carved dragon figures echo Old Norse ships, while inside you'll find traditional Christian altars. This structure has survived over 800 years of brutal weather. Lucas, the penguin from the San Diego Zoo, was suffering from a painful foot condition that made walking agony. To improve his quality of life, vets and prosthetic specialists custom-built him tiny orthopedic shoes out of soft, waterproof material. Ever since he started wearing them, Lucas is back to swimming, playing, and hanging out with the other penguins. In Bern, Switzerland, locals jump straight into the Aar River with a waterproof bag holding their clothes and just let the current carry them downstream. Once they reach their stop, they climb out, dry off, and go on with their day like it's nothing. A form of transportation that's fun, eco-friendly, and refreshing all in one. In India, henna body art, known as mehndi, is an ancient tradition used in weddings, festivals, and religious rituals. It's applied in intricate designs across hands and feet. It's not just decorative, it's believed to bring good luck and ward off the evil eye. It's even said to have cooling, healing properties that help with headaches, fevers, and stress. The human eye holds around 120 million rod cells and 6 million cone cells, all packed into a space the size of a postage stamp. Rod cells let you see in low light, while cone cells handle color. That balance makes the eye one of the most complex, impressive systems in the entire human body. A tattoo artist known as Mr. Sticker creates tattoos so realistic they look like stickers that could peel right off your skin. His groundbreaking 3D technique has completely shaken up the industry, giving clients designs that look temporary but are 100% permanent. An artist who's totally redefined what modern tattooing can look like. The Huawei Mate X-T made history as the first smartphone with a screen that folds into 3 separate parts. Loaded with ultra-durable materials, top-tier cameras, a high-capacity battery, and built-in 5G, this phone can go from compact to full tablet in just a couple of moves. At the Giant Balloon Parade in Santiago, Chile, back in 2024, characters like Mickey Mouse and Spider-Man took over the skies above the city streets. Inspired by New York's famous parades, the event featured balloons over 30 feet tall and drew thousands of excited spectators. Endless pools, also called current pools, use a system that lets swimmers stay in one spot while swimming against a steady current. They're popular in tight spaces and elite training facilities, giving swimmers the feeling of swimming down an endless river without ever moving an inch. Perfect for high-performance training. Ladybugs have this wild ability to trace the ink line of a pen or pencil perfectly. But here's the twist. They're not actually following a trail of their own. The ink contains a compound that smells almost exactly like a trail pheromone, the chemical signal tons of insects use to mark their paths. That's why they chase the line even when it zigzags, completely fooled by the scent. Russell O'Grady started working at McDonald's Australia back in 1986, and for 32 years straight, he became a symbol of kindness and inclusion in his community. His story proves just how deeply a positive attitude and a warm heart can transform the lives of both employees and the customers who see them every day. In Ankara, Turkey, garbage collection workers built an entire library using more than 6,000 books people had thrown away. Constructed with recycled materials, the project gives old books a second life, encourages reading, and promotes sustainability. Proof that forgotten resources can be creatively reused to benefit an entire community. On July 26, 2025, La Cartuja Stadium in Seville hosted a nighttime boxing event for a crowd of 85,000 people. It was the first time the event ran at night, specifically to dodge the brutal daytime heat, promising a night packed with pure energy, spectacle, and adrenaline. Photochromic lenses, the ones that darken in sunlight, react to ultraviolet rays and can even darken on cloudy days. The technology relies on compounds that shift their molecular structure the moment they hit UV light, putting real optical science to work for everyday comfort and eye protection, no matter the weather. Falcon's flight, currently under construction in Saudi Arabia, is set to become the fastest, longest, and tallest roller coaster on the planet. It'll hit speeds over 155 miles per hour, run nearly 2.5 miles of track, and feature terrifying drops off artificial cliffs. Who says Crocs aren't edible? There are actually edible Crocs made out of waffles, stuffed with all kinds of flavors inside. It's a clever, playful mashup of fashion and food that's caught the attention of Crocs fans everywhere. You definitely can't wear them, but you can absolutely snack on them. One man painted the character Stitch onto the ground, using nothing but colored chalk, creating a jaw-dropping piece of street art at full scale. The perspective was so precise that from just the right angle, it looked like the animated character was popping right off the pavement, stunning everyone who walked by. Did you know you're more likely to die from a champagne cork than from a venomous spider bite? Corks can fly out at incredible speed and cause serious injuries, especially to the eyes. A fact that completely changes how dangerous those harmless everyday moments really are. Kids today don't play in the dirt, don't spend time around farm animals, and use antibacterial gel constantly, so their immune systems never get to fight real threats. Instead, they start attacking completely harmless things, like pollen or peanuts. Smell is the only one of our 5 senses that skips the thalamus entirely, the brain's logical, rational control center. The olfactory bulb connects directly to the amygdala, home of our emotions, and the hippocampus, home of our memories. That's why someone's perfume can trigger attraction. A bat's wings are as thin as just a few layers of skin cells, but they're packed with blood vessels. So if a bat tears a huge hole in its wing, one big enough to stop it from flying, it doesn't die. Its tissue regenerates at up to 1/12 of an inch per day, closing even massive tears in just a couple of weeks. McDonald's put up a billboard in the Netherlands that actually releases the smell of their fries into the street. The sign pumps out the scent of freshly made fries to hit passers-by right in the nose, triggering instant cravings. The campaign pulled in extra customers who simply couldn't resist walking in. Advertising that skips your eyes completely and goes straight for your nose. The higanbana flower, known in Japan as the flower of hell, is a stunning red bloom that symbolizes death, reincarnation, and farewell. It's poisonous, and ancient farmers used to plant it around graveyards to keep wild animals from digging up the ground. The tallest sandcastle on Earth was built in Blokhus, Denmark, back in 2021, standing 69 feet tall, taller than a 7-story building. It took thousands of tons of sand and weeks of painstaking work with specialized tools. It was so impressive, it smashed the Guinness World Record for the category. Imagine standing next to something that massive, made almost entirely out of sand. Willard Wiggin creates sculptures small enough to fit inside the eye of a needle, using his own eyelashes as paintbrushes. He works between his own heartbeats, because even his pulse is strong enough to ruin days of work in an instant. His pieces depict cultural icons in a space smaller than a single grain of rice. The oxalis plant has a wild way of spreading its seeds. It's called ballistic dispersal. Its mature seed pods build up internal pressure until the slightest touch sets off an explosion, launching seeds with so much force they trigger nearby pods in a chain reaction. It's an evolutionary trick that lets it colonize new territory fast. No wind or animals required. Uruguayan artist Joaquin Arbiza spent 3 years building a full-size replica of a sports car using nothing but Uruguayan peso coins, glued on one by one. Thousands upon thousands of coins form the entire body, giving it this shiny, handcrafted metallic look. The detail is so precise the car looks real at first glance. He named it the Messi Pagani. In Japan, there are roads that play actual music when cars drive over them at just the right speed. Grooves cut into the asphalt with mathematical precision generate musical notes as tires roll over them. Drive too fast or too slow, and the sound turns to noise, but hit the right speed and you'll hear traditional Japanese songs. It started as a creative way to promote safe driving, and now it's become a popular tourist attraction. A musical road trip, literally. April 11th, 1954, was flagged by an algorithm as the most boring day of the entire 20th century. No wars, no major accidents, not a single notable birth or death recorded anywhere in the world. A historic, total yawn in the middle of one of the most turbulent centuries ever, like the whole planet decided to take a collective nap. The Wuppertal Suspension Railway in Germany has been running since 1901, gliding above the city, weaving between buildings in midair. Back in 1950, a circus loaded an elephant onto the train as a publicity stunt, but the animal panicked and leaped straight into the river below the tracks. It survived, just a little banged up. The story's been immortalized in German transit history ever since. Most of the internet actually travels through undersea cables stretching thousands of miles connecting entire continents. These cables are roughly the thickness of a garden hose, yet built tough enough to survive shark bites. Each one carries thousands of simultaneous data signals, traveling at the speed of light. Without them, there'd be no YouTube, no social media, no global communication at all. The longest escalator on the planet is in Hong Kong. It's not one single escalator. It's a connected series of segments stretching over half a mile total. It links the lower financial district with residential neighborhoods up in the hills. Riley Horner lives with anterograde amnesia, a condition that resets her memory every 2 hours, wiping out everything she just experienced. She relies on written notes, alarms, and reminders from family to function day to day. Every single morning, she wakes up believing it's the date of the accident that caused her condition. It's one of the few documented cases with this exact pattern. Every summer in Ohio, bears wander down from the woods looking for food. They've started sneaking into houses, opening fridges, and poking around kitchens like uninvited wild chefs checking the menu. Locals have basically gotten used to spotting a bear in the backyard or peeking through a window. Coexisting isn't always easy, but the real issue is a shrinking natural habitat. The world record for the largest hula hoop belongs to Getty Kehayova, set in Las Vegas back in 2018, with a hoop measuring 17 feet across. Getty grew up in the circus, and her love for hula hooping pushed her to train for years to pull off this feat. Picture spinning a hoop that massive without it ever dropping. Pure strength, coordination, and balance on full display. Chicago's Skydeck skyscraper has glass balconies that jut straight out into open air, over 1,300 feet above the ground. Step up to the edge and you get this overwhelming feeling of literally walking on clouds. The entire city sprawled beneath you in every direction. The building itself is made up of 9 massive tubes rising up from the base. Roosters crow every morning to mark their territory, the exact same reason dogs pee on every corner they pass. Both behaviors are pure instinct, part of how each species communicates. A rooster's crow establishes dominance, warns off rival males, and attracts females. It's fascinating that 2 completely different animals solve the exact same territorial problem using totally different but equally effective strategies for survival. Back in the 18th century, there was a mechanical doll called the writer that could actually write out full sentences. It had over 6,000 moving parts, built with jaw-dropping precision for its era, programmed to move a hand and pen just like a real human writing in cursive. Part engineering marvel, part art piece. It was a toy for the ultra-wealthy that showed off the technical genius of its time. In Las Palmas de Gran Canaria, you'll find the largest sand nativity scene in the world. Artists from multiple countries build it every year with insane attention to detail. Full Christmas scenes packed with figures and structures that look almost real. This isn't your average tiny nativity set. There's an aerodynamic bicycle out there that can hit speeds of 87 miles per hour. Its frame looks like a missile on wheels, fully enclosed to cut wind resistance down to almost nothing. The rider lies practically flat inside, basically piloting a land-bound rocket, with everything controlled from within using precision tech. No handlebars, no windows, nothing conventional about it. It was built to break records and prove the human body, given the right push, can actually compete with motorized machines. Back in 2013, someone created a solid gold sculpture of Lionel Messi's left foot, weighing about 55 pounds and valued at over $5 million. A Japanese jewelry company commissioned it as a tribute to the Argentine star and his impact on the sport worldwide. The detail is incredible. Veins, wrinkles, and skin texture all perfectly reproduced. The Lord of the Rings films use massive physical models called bigatures to build sets like Minas Tirith and Rivendell, handcrafted with insane levels of detail. These multi-story models were filmed with special cameras to make them look full-size on screen. Using physical miniatures gave those scenes texture and realism that's genuinely hard to fake with computers alone. Vietnamese artist DP Trung, known online as DP Art Drawing, can draw two completely different portraits at the exact same time, using a technique that works almost like a printer, filling in both faces top to bottom in parallel. In one of his most viral videos, he drew Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi simultaneously, in perfect sync. This mix of extreme coordination, artistic skill, and relentless practice turned him into a social media sensation. Mexican artist Gabriel Daw builds installations using thousands of colored threads, stretched with razor-sharp precision. At first glance, they look like beams of light frozen in midair, like a rainbow got trapped inside a gallery. Every piece is handmade, thread by thread, and the precision is so exact it creates an optical illusion that shifts depending on the light and your angle of view. Some clouds, such as cumulonimbus clouds, can weigh more than 1 million tons. They are made up of millions of microscopic water droplets suspended in the air. Although their total weight is enormous, they do not immediately fall because the droplets are dispersed and supported by rising currents of warm air. This natural balance between weight, shape, and energy explains why such a heavy mass appears light from the ground. The monkey slug caterpillar is an insect with a spiky, hairy appearance that uses a very interesting defense strategy. It imitates a spider to scare away predators trying to attack it. Contact with human skin can cause hives because of the tiny spines covering its body, making it even more dangerous for people who accidentally touch it in its natural habitat. The Egyptian company Jetcar Kram manufactures luxurious boats shaped like sports cars. These exclusive watercraft are popular in tourist areas such as Alexandria, where visitors can enjoy rides in these impressive boats made from local, high-quality materials. They offer a unique and elegant experience on the water, combining automotive luxury with marine navigation in a surprising way. Tug of war was an Olympic sport between 1900 and 1920 and involved two teams competing to pull a rope in opposite directions. This sport required strength, endurance, and teamwork, making it one of the most entertaining events of the early modern Olympic Games. Its removal from the Olympic program was regretted by many traditional sports fans for decades. The Mutant brothers created a banana car, a vehicle shaped like a banana built from a Ford truck. Although its appearance is outrageous, it is completely street legal in the United States. A unique car designed for special events, promotions, and parades that grabs the attention of everyone who sees it pass by. An example of how creativity can transform an ordinary vehicle. A very special drone does not just fly, it also shoots fire. Equipped with a flamethrower, it can project flames up to 23 feet for 100 seconds. It is used for industrial cleaning tasks such as removing wasp nests in dangerous places or controlling wildfires. Watching it in action is simply impressive. It looks like something out of an action movie with special effects. Some beaches in the Philippines feature a unique spectacle where cotton candy is not only eaten but admired. Street artists create Hello Kitty or Peppa Pig figures using sweet strands and vibrant colors that look like edible sculptures. Watching them make it is just as impressive as tasting it afterward. It is temporary culinary art that combines manual skill with the joy of a traditional carnival treat. Johannes Stoder, an Italian artist, creates astonishing creatures using painted human bodies. Through his extraordinary skill, he transforms people into chameleons, fish, and other animals, blurring the line between art and living nature. It is an incredible visual spectacle where the models disappear into the artwork and the animals seem to come alive, an example of body art taken to the highest level. Cliff Young was a 61-year-old farmer who in 1983 won a brutal ultramarathon between Sydney and Melbourne. Without looking like an athlete, he started behind everyone else and ended up defeating professionals. His training was herding sheep for days at a time. Farm endurance turned into a historic victory. The pangolin is a mammal covered in scales that looks like a tiny dragon. Sadly, it is one of the most illegally trafficked animals in the world. It is hunted for its meat and because of beliefs surrounding its scales. It eats ants and termites with an extremely long tongue, incredible and vulnerable. The Pont des Arts bridge in Paris became covered in love locks. It looked romantic until the weight became a real problem. In 2015, the locks were removed because they threatened the structure. Love is fine, but not if it breaks the bridge. In Copenhagen, there is the Cirkelbroen, a bridge with circular platforms instead of a straight line. It was designed by Olafur Eliasson and inspired by ship masts and sails. It is a bridge that feels like walking across small connected islands. Owl fact: if you look near an owl's ear, you might actually see part of its eye. That is because their eyes are gigantic, do not rotate like ours, and fill most of the skull. That is why they turn their heads instead of their eyes. Extreme nighttime design. Shreya Siddhanagowda received an arm transplant after losing both arms in an accident. With intense rehabilitation, she recovered fine skills such as painting and playing instruments. Stories like this remind you that the human body and medicine sometimes seem like magic. Mike Tyson has talked many times about his love for pigeons. It is not a joke. He competes with them, breeds them, and says they calm him down. The most feared man in boxing, relaxing with pigeons. That contradiction is gold. And here is a paradox. The Jack Daniel's distillery is located in a county with laws that restricted or prohibited alcohol sales for a long time. So it is produced there, but buying it there can be complicated depending on local regulations. A place that makes whiskey but does not sell it easily. Uber Helicopter was a luxury promotional service for traveling from Manhattan to JFK by helicopter during specific times. It is not something for everyone. It is a premium experience with aerial views and zero traffic. Basically, traffic jam, but from above. Ferrari does not just sell cars, it chooses buyers. There are waiting lists and unofficial rules. There have even been cases where the brand became upset if someone quickly resold a model. It is luxury with the control of a private club. In Polignano, Amera, Italy, there is Grotta Palazzese, a restaurant inside a cave overlooking the sea. You eat with the sound of the waves as background music. It is a romantic dinner spot on a movie level. Nike designs sneakers that tighten themselves just by pressing your heel down. A self-lacing system activates the shoes without you having to touch them with your hands. They are ideal for people with reduced mobility, but also for anyone who wants instant comfort. Technology and fashion fused into footwear that looks straight out of the future. Brain Talker technology allows people to write with their minds. Through brain sensors, it converts thoughts into text with surprising accuracy. For people with paralysis or degenerative diseases, it could change everything. The idea of using the mind as a keyboard stopped being science fiction and became a real project currently in development. Two-way mirrors allow you to see from one side without being seen from the other. They were heavily used during the Cold War for espionage and covert operations. And there's an easy trick to detect them. Just place your fingernail against the glass. If there's no gap between your nail and its reflection, someone could be watching you from the other side. The Castello Cube is a sculpture made of pure 24-karat gold that was displayed right in Central Park in 2022. Its value, $11.7 million exposed outdoors for anyone to see up close. More than an artwork, it was a provocation, an invitation to think about art and money in an increasingly materialistic world. In the Gulf of Alaska, the Atlantic and Pacific waters appear to refuse to mix. From above, you can clearly see a sharp dividing line between two completely different colored bodies of water. And that's a wrap. Smash that like button, subscribe to Zarpado, and hit the bell. Share it with someone who loves learning. They'll thank you for it. See you in the next one.